name's Joy, and this is my first time in Vancouver, but if you're from here, join the Black Band Club.
What's up, Black Band Club? It's your boy Ryan Davis, and I'm in your city. It's all come together. It can be a family reunion.
Yo, what's up, Black Band? What's up, everybody? Yo, all my people, all my Caribbean brothers, my Haitian brothers, my Zimbabwe, Nigerian, everybody. Black Band, come see your man. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Like that, got my people right behind me, and they always got my back. Yeah, don't be mad, I'm just stating facts. About to watch us pull up in a golden Cadillac. Can't help your eyes when you see me on the street, thinking that I'm up to something when I'm really trying to eat. You getting bitter and bitter, you ain't discreet. Always gotta have a stranger looking staring at me, but I'm a black woman.
Welcome to Black Van Club on the Mic podcast, a digital platform for events and creatives in Vancouver. I'm your host, Ruby, and today I'm so excited to introduce our guest, talented singer, songwriter, producer, and educator, poet, Ahsia. Born in Philadelphia but raised in Vancouver with Nigerian and Congolese roots, she's been creating waves with her vibrant musical style that blends R&B, soul, jazz, afrobeat, and poetic rap. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you on a forum and to share your incredible talent with the audience, and maybe, just share a little bit about yourself. So for the Black Van community, someone who's never listened to your music, just, give a little brief intro, a little taste.
Sure. So I have been singing since I was about 5,
Wow.
for as long as I can remember. And I've been performing since about that time as well. And I released my first song produced by myself in 2016, maybe. And it's still on SoundCloud. And then after that, I just kind of went to college for music and then started my career. And then COVID hit, and then I had to restart a little bit, and then here we are. So I've been doing music for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the general theme with a lot of people. I think there's a lot of work and build up to becoming the artist that you want to be. I think people only see the success, but they never hear the story behind it. So it's glad to see you on your journey. I guess we could just double back a little bit. So you say you started at 5. Okay.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of research. Obviously, I saw you were born in Philadelphia. So I guess we could just get into maybe the early history is how you started out in Philly, and then how you kind of transitioned to the Vancouver, I guess.
Yeah. So I was born in Philly, and then I was taken by a different family into Vancouver. So it was more so just a better life, safety, and just, yeah. So I came into Vancouver and I was raised here with my family. Yeah, but I still have family back in Philly.
Yeah. So you've been here in Vancouver for how long, I guess?
Pretty much like since as long as I can remember. Like I was practically raised here since like infanthood.
So you're a real Vancouverite.
Yeah,
Sure.
you could say that. Totally.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. I always I'm kind of interested in people's background. So it's good to know that. And I guess in terms of your early musical influences and things that, inspired you to get into music and your style, maybe you can go more into that and just elaborate. And yeah.
Totally. So I grew up listening to the Black Eyed Peas. That's my favorite band of all time.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas, Pussycat Dolls, and Beyonce and Gwen Stefani, I think, were
Oh,
like in
great
repeat.
choices.
Yeah. So, but on top of that, I was very into musicals. So, Dreamgirls, Hairspray,
Yes.
like that was my childhood. So, yeah. And I still want to be in a musical before I
I
die, before
know.
I go. I need to be in one musical and then I'll be happy.
You are
But
speaking my language right now. I am a musical girly. Like
yeah,
I love musicals. All the musical influences you spoke of, that was like my playlist growing up. So I could feel
exactly.
the same wavelength. Those are some good choices. So like I guess those different styles, they kind of inspired you to get into music and create and produce.
Yeah, it was interesting. When I started singing, I felt like that was the only place where I could truly be myself. And I don't want to say that I didn't feel that I was good at anything else, but I knew that was where my happy place was. And so I was like, I need to explore this. So then music kind of just took over everything. I started doing singing lessons. I was in choir.
Mm.
So yeah.
Oh, wow. This is actually kind of parallel to kind of my story. It's kind of funny when you're saying this because I did the same. I did the music, I did the singing lessons, the choirs, and everything. And it takes a lot of work.
It
Especially when you're
does.
young. It's like the times you could be out with your friends, you're out at a lesson, you're out practicing, you're memorizing lyrics, you're practicing your performances.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a lot. Even my mom, like, she told me this years later, but she talked to my voice teacher as a kid, and apparently she was like, work her hard, like
wow.
work her really, really hard. And I hated my voice teacher because I was like, why is she so mean to me?
Little did
Why
you
is she giving?
know.
Yeah, little did I know that my mom was behind it all. But I know that it was all for love, but
Yeah. I mean,
it
she
was
probably wanted the best for you, you know. She's like, okay, if you're
totally
gonna do this, I know my friends, they're like, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna do it right, you know.
exactly.
So yeah, I mean, it's evident now, you know, all those hard days and hard nights, they're paying off now. So that's
Mhm.
great to hear. In terms of the Vancouver music scene, now you're in your adult life and just how you got started. So I think that's a common question for people like listening. They might want to start doing music. And locally in Vancouver, it's something that's not, well, for me in general, I wouldn't know where to start. So I guess hearing your story, how you started linking up with music people, producers, other artists, collaborating, any type of supports that you had locally, like just to get into that and kind of educate the people, I guess. And
Yeah, well, I would say that if getting into music is something that you want to do, you have to show up. So
hmm
like go to live performances, see who's performing, go meet people, network. Like networking is so big for the music industry and being an artist. So that's kind of where I started going to Guilt and Co, going to open
hmm
mics and so yeah, that's really where the core of everything kind of started.
yeah. So I guess you just do your own research, basically.
Totally, totally.
Yeah, I think that's the key I would say to someone who's listening to this is it sometimes it feels like you don't know where to start, but the best way is just to just look something up, you know. I guess maybe connect with one other person you might know, and that one other person will know someone else. And that's kind of how you kind of grow your network and kind of get to know people in the industry, I guess.
Totally. And what's cool now is I feel like a lot of people are doing music and a lot of people are or at least know somebody that's doing music or at least plays an instrument. And so
hmm
it's like finding that connect and then being like, "Hey, where can I see you perform or where can I go and learn to play or whatnot?" And so yeah, I would say there's always some kind of connection there.
Perfect. So we're gonna get into the music. I guess I introduced like your style, R&B, jazz. Oh, it's an immersion of different styles, and I guess it's where you find your inspiration. I guess the artist that you mentioned, but in terms of your life in general, like where you draw inspiration when you produce, when you write.
That's a good question. I would say now currently, I'm really listening to a lot of Lauryn Hill and Little Sims and Kendrick and No
Mm,
Name. Like
wow.
that's what's in rotation right now. So I'm really stepping into like a more poetry rap kind of era. Um, and I would say that where I'm drawing my inspiration is like I started out writing poetry and
Hmm.
I'm a journaler. Like I've been journaling since I can remember, like just notebooks on notebooks on notebooks. I journal every single day. So sometimes I'll pull from those journals for an idea or
Hmm.
I'll just improvise. Improvising is one of my bigger things, I would say. Just making a beat, improvise over it, and then I'd semi-produce it, bring it to a producer, and then we'd bring it to life.
Hmm.
So improvising and allowing what the beat is making me feel. Yeah, it kind of guides you. And so whether it is like a more R&B beat or something of the sort, like it just it's weird because it just like improvisation it's so random. There's no really way to explain it.
Yeah.
It just kind of just takes over and then you're there and you're like, okay, you're just spitting whatever topic you're spitting. So, and then you kind of just follow that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no formula to it, right? It's
Exactly.
wherever it takes you, wherever you are in life, whatever you're feeling in that moment, it kind of guides you and I guess steers you in a way, in
Yes.
terms of your style and then intrinsically who you are, like just your experiences. It's like not every person is the same, so not every sound will be the same, not every message will be the same and you kind of stand out that way. But I love, love, love the music, the inspiration, Soul in Me, Black Woman. Um, just I love the new single as well. And in terms of the message, so I guess we could get into that in terms of I guess the communities that you speak to and that you, I guess, represent or would like to speak to the experiences in terms of any underrepresented communities and like the BIPOC community, LGBTQIA communities. So, how do you think your music resonates, I guess, with those groups?
That's a good question. Well, how I wrote Black Woman was just on the bass guitar one day, and I was just like freestyling basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of came out where it was just like, it was just there.
Yeah.
Like, Black Woman starts out with, I'm a Black woman and I like it like that. Like, that's just
Mm-hmm.
so forward and just like so
Unapologetic.
unapologetic.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of that is me. So I just kind of started with that and I was like, I want to talk about being a Black woman and microaggressions and what it's like on a daily experience and just what it's like being a Black woman and the things that we go through on a daily basis. Like that was kind of the key. And I was like, well, I don't really care what people think of me. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I'm just going to be myself unapologetically. And that's kind of how that song came to be.
Yeah, no, I was listening to the lyrics and I was like, personally, I guess I think any Black woman, Black person as well, could
Exactly.
relate to the message. It's like the confidence you have to have sometimes to exist, especially in a city like Vancouver as a Black woman, is like you have to just be unapologetically yourself because, like going through the world daily sometimes it can be difficult, especially sometimes you're in rooms where maybe you're the only person of color and it sometimes people are not really welcoming. You might not feel comfortable. So it's like you just have to go through life like I'm here, I know what I'm doing, I'm confident, I'm just as qualified. And that applies to a lot of aspects, not just music, like the music industry. It's just I'm in corporate. It's the same feeling. You walk into a room, people don't really know if you know what you're doing. They don't know, they don't treat you the same, perhaps, and you just have to have that confidence, like I'm here, I'm qualified. And
Exactly.
yeah.
To hear all of like the commentary about the song and how people actually are feeling seen in it
Hmm.
made me just like, that's the goal. I just want people to feel seen, whether you're a Black woman or a Black person in general. Like it's for you. It's for you.
This line, okay, I think these are the lyrics. I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. It says, "Can't help your eyes when you see me on the street, thinking that I'm up to something when I'm really trying to eat. You getting bitter and bitter. You ain't discreet. Always gotta have a stranger looking, staring at me, but I'm a Black woman and I wouldn't change a thing." I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
part right here is a theme right here. This is a theme that we all go through as Black people. It's like you are literally just existing, minding your own business, and there's always somebody in your business thinking you're up to no good. And it's like I'm literally just existing. I'm being nobody. I don't know if any other race gets questioned for just being, for just existing. And that part really resonated with me. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. No, thank you. Like I feel like that's definitely one of my favorite lyrics too.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I wrote that. Okay. So I just and that just like there's so much in that where it's
Mm,
just like it's history. It's, you know, Trayvon Martin, like it's going to the store.
yeah.
It's just existing with a Black hood. It's being followed in a store. It's
Hmm.
all of it. Like that's what I think about too when I hear those lyrics as well.
Yeah. I think especially in a city like Vancouver where it's or a country like Canada where I think sometimes people have the misconception, there's this misconception that, oh, racism doesn't exist. I'm like, that's really not true. It's just
Yeah.
maybe it's not the version that you're used to, which is the one that's blasted on TV in America, but there is. And I think what's more difficult that is the subtleness of it, the microaggression of it. And it's like you really
Mhm.
can't pinpoint it, and it's like you're almost being gaslit to an extent, and you can't really put a finger on it, and you can't really put it into words, but you know what's happening. You know what's happening
Exactly.
and everybody acts like it's not happening. And that's the most frustrating part. It's almost as if, at least the explicit racism and the explicit aggressions, like, okay, this is what's going on. This is where I stand. And, this is what I need to avoid, or this is what I need to confront. But I think when the subtleness of it all is that what gets to what's frustrating, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
agree 100%.
As for anyone who hasn't heard the song, it's out on Spotify. I think you released it on Juneteenth this
Yes,
year.
I did.
Yes, 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 yes. I missed that because I was on a hiatus, but when I got back, I definitely caught up. It's also on our Vancouver's Finest playlist on Spotify, so you can go check it out there as well as her website,
Website
Ahsia.
asaya.ca.
Uh,
Also, I just
yeah,
want to say, just people are telling me to say it.
yeah.
Black Woman actually won Best Song of the Summer this year, which is like
Oh,
insane, insane
where,
on
where?
Unsigned BC.
Okay, well, well, this is an award-winning song, everyone. Excuse me.
I know,
Award-winning
isn't it
song, Black Woman.
crazy, crazy?
Not really, to be honest. Like, I'm telling you, when I first heard that song, I think you performed it last year
Oh yeah,
at one of the
um,
festivals. I can't remember which, but I was just like, when I heard that bass, and I was like, oh, okay. And I could just see like the Black women in the crowd were just vibing with that song. Like from the
yes,
moment they heard it and the message and the beat, everything just came together. It was just like a perfect, perfect song. So I'm not
yeah,
surprised, honestly. And I hope it continues to grow bigger and bigger and maybe get to, the highest points. So
totally. Me too, me too. I'm definitely grateful. I'm so thankful to everybody that voted and all the panelists and the judges, and to everybody that took part in the song. You know, Braden, V Pockets, Don
mhm.
Pemberton. Like
Oh,
there's so
Dawn
many.
was on there.
Don and I
Oh
are the choir at the end. Like
my
it's
gosh.
insane. I am so grateful to have had like Black women also participate on the track. So that was
Yeah,
very
I mean, that's amazing that it's also Black women involved in that kind of full circle with that, the message behind the song and then within the song.
yeah.
So, well, yeah, that's amazing. So, in terms of, I guess, performances, well, that's the other side of music and performing around Vancouver and just, I guess, your experiences and how it is an artist to be, I guess it's different from making the music and you're keeping it as your baby, but now giving it to the world and performing on stage. Just your experience and how you've kind of learned to be comfortable in your skin, performing, and just sharing your talent with the world.
Hmm. Well, singing is vulnerable. It is
Yeah.
very vulnerable. Like I still get nervous. However, I tell all my students that if you are nervous when you are on stage sharing your music, it just means that you love what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think where a lot of that confidence comes from for me is honestly a lot of experience. Like I said, just being on stages since I was 5, like I'm used to being on stages,
Mm-hmm.
but I still get nervous.
Yeah.
And I, but it's almost like a switch in a way. It's just like I just switch and I'm not Asia anymore. I'm Messiah. And then it's just like she's this whole other persona that I get
Mm-hmm.
to play. And so it's just it's insane. I don't know, the way that I feel on stage, it's a beautiful thing. Um, yeah, I went on tour for the first time ever this
Wow,
summer.
okay. You did? Oh, man, I missed so
Yeah.
much. But I'm catching up. I'm catching
You're
up.
catching up. I definitely want
Yeah.
to do another one, but that was really fun. I did
Which
Vancouver.
cities did you do?
Yeah, so I started in Vancouver and then I went to Toronto for NXNE, North by
Okay.
Northeast West. Yeah. And then I went to Seattle and then I
Wow.
ended it off in Vancouver and got my first standing ovation ever.
Oh man. Well, congratulations. I see you keep getting bigger and working towards that, and I'm so proud of you. Like I don't personally
Mm.
know you, but I feel like, when I started the blog, I kind of started discovering new artists, and you were one of the first people, like the low cars. I'm like, oh my God, how come I never knew about this person? Like, it's just, I don't know, I just feel a sense of joy when I see all the artists that I see grinding so hard get that recognition and get that success, because it's like I feel like West Coast artists, especially Vancouver artists, they just need more representation. They need more push because there's so much talent out here. And I'm like, you guys don't even understand the amount of talented people here. And I think, starting with all these, the tours and the releasing of music, and as you continue to grow, I think people will start to recognize that, yeah, Vancouver is a city where there's a lot of hidden gems, a lot of talented people out here. And, we should come out here and, support the talent here. So,
100%. There's so
yeah.
many talented artists here. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would go broke trying to attend everybody's live performance.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like I want to so badly. I'm just like, guys, I'm
Yeah.
there. I want to be front row. But it's
But on that,
insane.
but on that wave, so what do you think that, I guess, the people with the power, I don't know who the people are, but the people with the power can help in terms of, I guess, pushing artists on the West Coast and helping them grow and just giving them, I guess, not helping them grow, but giving them the platform that they deserve, basically. What do you think? What have you seen in your years in the industry out here on the West Coast? Because I find it's very different from the Toronto
It
vibe.
is so different.
Yeah. So what do you guys need, I guess?
It's a good question. Well, I will say that I almost wish that Vancouver and Toronto were more of a community and in helping
Mm,
each other in music. Like I wish we were more connected.
yeah.
That way they can come here, we can come there, and it's just, I mean, we kind of have that, but I just wish it was way more in a line.
Yeah, like more
Um,
symbiotic in a way.
yes,
'Cause I feel like it's a
100%.
bit disjointed in some regards. Um, like even when I try like do the like when I'm obviously I'm new. I don't know. I'm a new person in the industry, I guess. I don't even know if I'm in the industry. To be honest, I'm
You're
just
in
trying to
there.
blog. I'm just trying to, just it's a passion for me. So
Yeah,
sometimes I like people like kind of label it, but I'm kind of like, oh, I just, I'm just doing something I love. But I guess, yeah, when I do my research, I'm like, this not a bridge, I guess, from the east to the west. Or if there was, it's not, it could be stronger, I think.
it could be stronger. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'll say.
yeah. I don't know, I guess we don't have the answers, but I think you doing what you're doing in terms of the tour and everything, that's the start. I guess of building that bridge. They like see you as an artist and they become more curious about what's going on out here. So
100%.
yeah.
100%. And for all the people that are hesitant to release their music or start music, like just do it. Just do it. Like there's
Yeah.
so much space for all of us. There's so much space for more music to be made and seen and valued. So like
hmm
can't get enough.
Yeah, we need more of you. We need, especially within the Black community, I think we need a lot more people. And there are people who want to do it. They might be afraid to take the leap. They might not know how to take the leap, but
Hmm.
hopefully today's conversation helps you get, get started. Sometimes it's just a matter of taking that song that you have on your notepad and calling up a producer or calling up a studio or Googling a studio and finding where you can just put whatever you put pen to paper on track. And then you start from there and you put one foot forward. And that's what I've learned with this journey is this, you just start. Like you never know where you end up. You never know what conversations you'll be having. I never thought I'd be
Mm.
having conversation with you, talking about your tour, but it's happening. And it took two people. It took you taking the time to, create and hone your craft. And it took me taking the leap and saying, hey, nobody's doing this, but I'm gonna try. I might not be
Yeah,
the best, but I'm gonna try and, make somewhat of a difference. So if you're
exactly.
listening, get started and be inspired by this conversation.
Yay.
So I guess lastly, I guess we could get into any upcoming shows. I was actually doing some research and I saw you have a show coming up soon.
Yes, yes. I'll be at Guilt and Co. on Saturday, the October 26th, the early show.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah.
so you hear that? If you're looking for something to do Halloween week. You have
Yes.
the show at Guilt and Co. It's the early show, so usually that's
Yes. I think 7
7,
p.m.
7 p.m. But just go on Guilt and Co. website just to double check the time. So October
Totally.
26th, catch her performing live. And then are there anything else?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, I will be at the Grey Cup Festival
Oh,
in November. So
okay.
that'll be the outdoor stage November 14th.
Where's where's that taking
1:30. I
place?
actually don't know where it is. All I know is the Jonas Brothers are about to be there too.
Okay,
Apparently
well,
it's
I
like
mean,
apparently it's the Canadian Super Bowl. I don't know.
yeah,
But
I
I'm
know the
excited.
Grey Cup. Yeah, I'm not big in football, but I mean that's like the Canadian League, CFL, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's happening soon. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do more research and I guess I'll add it to the podcast description so you can check her out at the Grey Cup in November. And obviously, if there's anything upcoming as well, I'll definitely share it on the blog, Black Fan Club or blackfanclub.com. And do you want to give out your socials, your Spotify, anywhere they can
Yeah.
find you?
So you can find me on Spotify under Ahsia. So that's Ahsia. You can also find me on Instagram by ahsia.wave, ahsia.wav. And that's pretty much for Twitter, for TikTok. So that's majority of what my socials will be under. And then
Mm-hmm.
my website, ahsia.ca, for upcoming
Awesome.
shows.
Yes. Well, thank you. I'm so grateful you coming on my platform and sharing your music and your work as well. It was a pleasure having this conversation. Hopefully it's not our last. Hopefully it's the first of
Absolutely
many.
not.
And hopefully, you keep doing bigger and better things.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you.
My name is Samara Joy, and this is my first time in Vancouver. But if you're from here, join the Black Band Club.
What's up, Black Fan Club? It's your boy Ryan Davis, and I'm in your city. It's all come together. It can be a family reunion.
Yo, what's up, Black Fan? What's up, everybody? Yo, all my people, all my Caribbean brothers, my Haitian brothers, my Zimbabwe, Nigerian, everybody. Black Fan, come see your man. Oh, boy.